Hi friends, today we're going to talk about minimalism and saving money. I got a question from Suni Pim asking, can you do a video on minimalism and how you save for your trips, please? And definitely. So I've kind of gone through and thought through how minimalism has affected my spending habits, and I've kind of listed out 8 of them for you. I'm going to take you through them and how they have helped me save money or other ways in which I save money to spend money on trips. So the biggest thing recently is I've become a conscious consumer, as I like to put it. I put on my goal list for the new year and all of that, and what I mean by a conscious consumer is thinking through and planning every single purchase out, knowing every single dollar in, every single dollar out. I think money saved and money spent is all in the planning and preparation before you even go shopping. So the first thing is I've really focused on being content and happy with the things that I already have, because I have an abundance of things and I've become very thankful for them, and I've just kind of taken time to notice actually how much I have. And I've gone through different cleanses of getting rid of things, and I made a video about going through my closet and zero waste shopping, and that's really helped. But I think just being content and happy with the things I have and not buying things just to buy things. And in this section I'm going to reference thrift store shopping. That's a tongue twister, because I think that was one of my very big weaknesses. I would go about once a week. I think I have one that's like a couple blocks away that I ride my bike to. I could walk there and I just go to peruse, but I would always end up buying something, whether it be only $5, $10, $20. I would always buy something, and I always justified it with like, it doesn't matter, it's not that much, this is a 99-cent shirt, Victoria. The most expensive thing I would ever buy would be like a $6 dress, so I would justify it that I wasn't spending that much money, but it all adds up, and I was spending a lot of money on things that I wouldn't really wear or I didn't need. And I've got rid of so much of the thrift store things I bought when I cleaned out my closet. So the next thing I do is I force myself to think every single purchase through thoroughly before even going out and buying anything. As soon as I think of something that, oh, I want a leather tote to carry my laptop and other work things around in, instead of just going out and buying one, I put it on, I have a wish list, actually a want list. I will show you a want list on my computer. And I just put it on there and I let it sit there and I think about it. I look up different options. I find the exact one I want, and then I just let it sit there and I let myself think about whether I actually want it. And a lot of times I will delete it off the list because I'll forget about it and I actually don't want it. But there are a couple things that I do end up purchasing, but I'm so much more happier in the end because I've gone through the time to find the best deal, the best one I want, the exact one I want. And it's more exciting when you're like, you've put so much time into it and then you finally get it, instead of just having a spur of the moment purchase. I've started treating it like a real store, like it's actual money. I don't go to real stores anymore because I can't stomach spending the price tag that is on those pieces of clothing. But treating the thrift store as a real store and somewhere that I actually do spend my money, it's changed my mindset on it. So the third thing that minimalism has done for me is by having a clean, decluttered, minimalistic apartment, it's become a very, very happy place for me, and I love spending my time here. And so I spend much more time here. I'll sit here and work on my things instead of going to a coffee shop. And I would say I would go to a coffee shop 5 days out of the week. And granted, $5 for a coffee isn't that much to sit and work and use internet all day, but that $5 adds up, and I'm already paying for internet at my house. So if you think $5, that's $25 a week, and I continue doing the math, that's $100 a month and $1,300 in a year. That is a trip in itself right there, $1,300 just by drinking coffee at home. I don't really go out to eat anymore. I'd rather invite my friends over for a meal than go out and spend money, and that's much cheaper. I probably do that once a month. I probably still go out and eat once a month, but instead of going out and eating a weekly meal, which I did the math on that one as well. So say a meal out is usually $30 with a drink, give or take. And so I'd say I used to do that about once a week, but I've cut it down to like a once a month. So I've gone from saying I've gone from spending, let's say, a little over $1,500 a year on eating out to spending $360 a year by eating out only once a month. And that's a drastic change, and that's another trip right there. I've never been a huge moviegoer, but I watch a lot of movies at home. We have a projector, and it's pretty much a movie theater, and you can buy your popcorn in a box and make it here. It's so much cheaper. We still do go out on occasion. We call them Tuesday discount movie night, date night, and it's a local theater here, and it is $4 for a ticket and $2 for popcorn, so that's $6 instead of $15 that it would normally be to go out to a movie. And so instead of spending $15 a week to go see a movie, we spend $6 a month to go see one movie. So if you do the math, that's $72 a year on movies instead of going out weekly and spending $780 a year, which is almost another trip right there, depending on where you're going. So another thing I've done is I've really stopped buying like hair products and makeup products, because I want to use them because I think YouTube makeup tutorials are like my secret pleasure, but I buy them and I never use them because I have a very minimalistic makeup and hair routine, and so I just have things that I was wasting or sitting in my drawer getting bad and getting old, and I saved a lot of money right there. So I obviously get my hair done. Blonde is not my natural color, but when I go, getting a cut and a color is nearly $200, and that is not something I can afford to do every 6 weeks like they recommend. So I'd say I probably get my hair done about once a year, and $200 is still a lot, but instead of going and getting it trimmed and colored, touched up every 6 weeks, I'm saving so much money there. So I'm spending $200 a year on my hair instead of $1,700, and that is another trip right there. Another thing I've started doing, I've always been pretty good about eating at home, but meal planning, I always thought it was a silly thing, and I would just kind of go and buy the same things every week, but I would throw away a lot of food, which is super wasteful. So I've started meal planning, and it's so much fun. I eat a variety of foods now. I try new things, and I save money, and I waste a lot less food. So eating out can add up really quickly, and to show you that, I'm going to go through an average estimated day out of eating for me personally. So breakfast, I would say I would spend around $12 with coffee and a meal. Lunch, I would spend $10 because I just drink water, and then so dinner would be $30 because I would get a meal and a drink or two, and so that's $52 a day. Now that doesn't sound like too much, but let's start adding that up. Hypothetically, if I did this every day, which no way on earth would I ever do, and most people don't, there's only a few few people in the world that do eat out every single meal every single day. But let's say, so 52 a day, that would be $364 a week. A month, I would spend nearly $1,500, and in a year, if I ate out every single day, $52 a day, that would add up to $17,472. Now, no way would anyone ever eat out every single day, but that's just to go to show how quickly it can add up to such a large amount, and that is an insane amount of money to me. So I think in the end, I'm not telling you to not go out and to not spend money. I'm just telling you to be very conscious of it. Think through every purchase. Find alternatives to like getting that coffee every day, going out and eating once a week with friends, and just thinking it through and being very conscious of what you're spending. Something I've started doing is I keep track of every single dollar I spend and every single dollar I make. I keep it in my planner every day. I write like, spent $20 on this, spent $4 on coffee, made this much money. And so at the end of the week, I can look at how much I made, how much I spent, and at the end of the month, I can do the same thing, and it's mind-boggling how much money you spend. But when you do allow yourself to go out and do things and you do spend money, you enjoy it so much more because you've planned it out, you've thought it through, and you've given yourself time to get excited for it. So the last thing I'm going to say is I challenge you to start being more thankful for the things that you already have. Take a look at what you do have. If you do want something, put it on a wish list and let it sit there for a while. Think it through, plan it out, look through all of your options, or you can do it at home and just enjoy the things you have, enjoy the things that you do decide to spend your money on, and just be very conscious of where your money is going and where your money is coming from, and you'd be surprised how much money you can save. And you can see in here the examples I've given you how much money that can add up to. There's trips all over the place in the money that I save. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something. I hope I gave you some tips and tricks or things to think about, and until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye!